back to my YouTube chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. It is my hope and prayer that you are doing fine and this video is going to find you in good health. I'm also doing fine at this peripheral end, so let's dive in after Welcome back, and ladies and gentlemen, once again my name is Inazak and it's my hope that everything is fine and in good condition. So let me know where you are watching this video from and where you are in all walks of life, weather condition, and what you're doing going forward. So guys, I just want us to remind us of the life that was done by IAM-MARWA, because the cryptic kind of twisting and a narrative that are now not making sense, of course, from the monitoring spirits or the reprobates or the lazy gang, has again ensued. Well, before we delve into what the reprobates, the monitoring spirit are saying, let's have a reminiscence and remind ourselves or get ourselves interacted with Amar video or with Amar live, because Amar case day was live and give out an aspiration and affirmation and acclamation that he wants to buy a car. And this is something that really made or angers the negative reactors and never sat well with them. And on that note, going forward, the lazy gang themselves has came out with outrageous anger and reaction on that.
So guys, look at that car. So I want to buy my first car, guys, because I don't have a car. Okay. So honestly, and now I have a wife, I have a baby, I have all these things. So now I don't know which car should I buy, because I found this car, it's still available. Should I buy this or buy the other one, guys? It's available. Now, even the funny thing is, this car is cheaper than the other car that I showed you. So we have this and the other one. Okay, let me try to see where the other one is. And this one. Okay, actually, let me take a screenshot. And then you guys will tell me. The other one is luxury. The other one is like, look at me now. And this other one is more of business oriented. So we have, okay, let's call this car number A. A, okay? A. This is car number A. This car, the advantage is it will help me with my family at the same time. When tourists come, I will be able to take them.
Same spirit, we've seen Amar is making a wish, and Amar wants to buy a car. Even came live to tell people that there is two options, and he was spoiled of the choice, and he wanted the audience and people to like help him choose which car he can as well buy. There was that one for the leisure, there's this one for the business. Therefore, people came in and advised Amar, because Amar couldn't really make a decision by himself, because everything that Amar does, he walks along with the people and tell people and notify them. We are from here, now we are headed there. And in our future forecasting, this is what we'll be doing going forward. Now, Amar let people that I want to buy a car, and the owner of the car have reached me, and these two of the cars are available. So which one should I buy? From that time, we've seen IAM-MARWA asking people help and help of helping him to choose the right car to buy, and to give reason so. You know, it's as well as a content creation, because this is what IAM-MARWA do, and as well as engaging with the audience, and audience also have a say in what IAM-MARWA is having. Are you there? Because the audience are the social capital of IAM-MARWA, and the audience are also the investment as well. In that video itself, I haven't seen anywhere where Amara is begging. I haven't seen anywhere where Amara is appealing to people to make GoFundMe so that he acquires the car. You know? The reasons why I'm telling you this, because it's been the norm of the lazy gang to twist any narrative, because of the old life, there is nowhere, even anyone suggested, for a GoFundMe to be created to buy Amara car. There is nowhere where Amara even utter a single squawk of fear, even a iota of a doubt, for people to contribute for him to purchase a car. In fact, Amara even said, I can only afford one car as at now, which means he's got money and is ready to buy a car. The help that is requiring from people is for people to help him make a choice which car is best now that they are coupled and the child is in the midst. Now, the lamentation of a monitoring spirit and this video that you're going to watch below is going to baffle me.
You're setting
As
up
well
a
as truly, I was
GoFundMe
baffled
to
and
buy
livid at the same
someone
time.
a car because GoFundMe was set or was put out for people to be buying cars. I was like, hey, but I'm sure the same people who refuse to open him a GoFundMe because you don't want investigations. You don't want to appear on OT's channel. When I come and ask you, you now the new Erondante who started this GoFundMe, how much money was spent on the Range Rover? Where is the rest? Show us receipts. You don't want to be cornered. You don't want investigations because you already know all these shenanigans that started on the street just from the GoFundMes that they began right here, crying every day, pretending to be wanting to be helping others. In the real sense, they were pocketing the money. How many times?
That's another monitoring
Have
spirit, so
Lambo Mwango.
dangerous. Are you there? Casting doubts and everything that Amara brings forth on this YouTube street. And even Amara will say it so plainly. She always twists it. She always connect or juxtapose everything that Amara says to begging. How many people saw the GoFundMe? They are not at all. There wasn't a GoFundMe. How many people saw the begging that now Ontrending is claiming that Amara was begging? Even the title itself, the title of her video was Amara has launched the 2025, the begging scheme. This wasn't a begging, because the problem is like they want to demean everything that Amara have done out of a sheer 8 years hard work to be the begging scheme, to be the charity thing. No, Amara has definitely built himself to the level that he is. And in fact, that's the reasons why Amara is attracting it, because majority of people that you compare with Amara, who has also been the game, others even having more subscribers than him, has never achieved even an inch, even a quarter of what Amara has achieved. That's why you find majority of people are coming to Amara's life to be friends, so that they want to learn Amara and learn the secret. One of the parties, like, they want to get Amara's audience. After getting Amara's audience, with their thought that they thought that Amara is begging, they also start begging, then it doesn't work out. When it doesn't work out, they come out, they fall so hard. Therefore, they start bad mouthing Amara. If and when their insatiable thirst of begging isn't materializing, then again they will come and say Amara is doing his things with witchcraft, and that's why things are coming on her way. No, Amara is simply telling people there is power of the tongue, and there is power of belief, and there is power of affirmations. The tongue is alive and the word is alive. So what is spoken and you believe it and you proclaim shall come to pass. And that's why you see Amara said a long time ago that he will buy a car. And now it has reached a time when Amara is buying a car. And that's why you'll see the lazy gang, who are not sitting pretty, whose their aim is to bring Amara down, and where Amara's development, Amara's villa, Amara's cars, and everything that Amara does is an eyesore to them. Therefore, they will reduce such kind of things to begging. What really perturbs me again going forward, it never stopped from there, because when I heard from the Bungoma lady himself, because Amara came out here and started telling people that Here is 2025. And in 2025, is going to buy a car. Basically a Range Rover. Or whatever the people and the audience will decide, therefore that's the car that he's going to buy. Because he needed help. And now the monitoring spirit, and this is the reasons why I've been calling her the monitoring spirit, because his work is to monitor and dismantle. And now is casting a spell and a death and a doom upon IAM-MARWA's quest and upon IAM-MARWA's acclamations, upon IAM-MARWA. Future forecast. To be like, it's not going to be possible because people sometimes die. People sometimes die without even seeing next year. The question I would be asking, AMQAROL, do you believe in tomorrow? I know as at now where you sit, you've already planned for what you'll partake tomorrow. Would we say tomorrow also never comes? Should we stop planning because I might die tomorrow, you might die tomorrow? Should you sit pretty because 2025 is far, therefore there is no need for me to planning or to save, to purchase a land or to purchase a car that I want? What is your insinuation? Purely monitoring spirit to scatter. And he always believes in bad talks and negative talks.
We want to criticize him very well
the
today. And did you know he said on that video that 2025 is here? Guys, there's things in this world you just don't joke with, okay? Which 2025 is he talking about? Do you know there are people who are like, who get to almost I think, yeah, almost like 2025, maybe they're remaining with only 1 hour or 2 or 3 and they're gone. Even some, they disappear. You know, with life, you can't predict. You can't just wake up and say, oh, 2025 is here. No, you can't.
It's very sad just to come and realize what's just.
And that is the monitoring spirit itself. Through the character, the deeds, and her thoughts. Negative. Why would you even bring the point of death into what you are planning to achieve? Thinking negativity, thinking in a dark corner, is life, and her life has always been so dark. The other time I showed you the expose. When she was in Danguro, all kinds of sorts of things, people around them. Are you there? Huh? She is a bad mind. Always thinking death where death is not there. Always thinking negative where the light is. The tongue itself is so negative. I wonder how you sleep. You know? With the same breath, Amar also had to respond to her. And Raimanda responded to her so keenly because Amar couldn't let it go that way. Because what you are speaking negativity to the life of your Marwa. You're speaking the bad negative and the bad energy to the life of your Marwa. So Amar had to come and spell it out.
Yes,
to you.
And I have to teach you this. Some of you sometimes fear to say what you believe in, what you feel, especially if you want something good in your life. Just because you believe like there will be somebody seeing you with a bad eye or there's your enemy out there. No. Crush your enemies with what you say, and then when it happens, they can't even take their head up. And reason being, for God is above everything, then you are actually destined. Because sometimes people like to actually step on your head, not to believe in yourself. People will tell you, oh, who do you think you are? For example, if you say, one day I will do ABCD, maybe before this happens, you know, then people tell you, who do you think you are? Just because you came out to say, I will do this stuff, and then you do it, then people are like, oh, wow, congratulations, you did it. Because sometimes, and I watched this from Kanye West, where he said, sometimes people don't like bright colors, you know. Sometimes you come out as a bright color, and people don't like that. People want just to stop you because Jamaican uncle, I see you, and I am loving your videos in Ethiopia, in Shashamani. Actually, that's one of the places I've always wanted to.
And the message of
visit.
Amar is well disciplined.
So,
I hope you watched it. Because the enemies of AMQAROL are these two people and others outside over there, because they don't want to see AMQAROL develop. But AMQAROL always crushes them with the affirmation and what AMQAROL believes. AMQAROL doesn't fear anything, including death that you're casting upon his life and everything. He doesn't fear. So the only way to crush you is AMQAROL to continue, give a positive affirmation and breathe a sigh of life to the things that he wants to achieve. That negative energy is quite dispelled and back to the sender. Coolies, let it be rebuked in the name of Jesus Christ, Holy Ghost. It shall never happen, because at this point, you've seen somebody is casting spell on AMQAROL's life and on AMQAROL, everything that AMQAROL wants to do. You've just seen. Even upon that Ontrending is saying, you want to buy a Range Rover at your first car. Who cares? That's the words of Ontrending. It tells you, it angers them to the point that AMQAROL is having money because if she even asked herself, so AMQAROL, you haven't got money? Because they've been vexing and waxing lyrical on this YouTube street that AMQAROL is broke. Now AMQAROL wants to buy a Range Rover for this first car. Then you say, who does that? Your first car to be a Range Rover. Then giving some kind of a plastic laugh and a smile saying, AMQAROL, who cares? Who cares? Then juxtapose it, who will be maintaining them? No, this one is because they want to deter AMQAROL. But the question that people sometimes must ask themselves, what is it that these people are up to? Because when AMQAROL tries to do this and that, they come in opposite direction. It's so simple, number one, because they want to cast a negative spell and a negative energy to deter AMQAROL, so that AMQAROL should never achieve anything in life. Because when there's too much negativity that descended on you, some other people sometimes don't rail the focus. They derail you. And that's why AMQAROL ever tells you that the moment you troll him, the moment you talk about him, that is the moment that gives him energy, and he will show up and do a video. And he will show up and do the same thing with positive affirmation, so that he achieves them to crush you, so that when the enemies shall be seeing him, the enemy will be bowing down. They will be defeated to heads up. Number two, because they cannot achieve what AMQAROL have achieved. They've tried to be the close associate of AMQAROL. They've tried everything because they thought it was just a mere begging. They thought it was not out of hard work. Then the moment they went close to AMQAROL, then they said this thing is typically high work. Because after gaining AMQAROL subscribers, they thought they would also beg for help, something that AMQAROL is not begging, something that these people are doing voluntarily, something that AMQAROL have achieved just working hard to build of hard-earned cash. They thought it was begging. Now it's not working for them. Now it's full hatred, full. And that is the reason for hatred going forward. Let me know your thoughts on these comment sections. Until next time, this is Senior.